the stock market rally can continue, and here's why. We check out the S&P first. S&P recently closed at 4,228.48, and let's look at the performance. I highlighted on here the support and resistance, and what I want you to realize is that we are at resistance. This is the level that I highlighted last week for the bulls to clear in order for this run to continue. So check this out. We just made a move lower when we hit the 50-day moving average that I pointed out last week. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row of a move higher. It's about time that we take a rest, and that is all right, because that is what gives the power to rallies. So this is what I'm looking at. We moved lower, but we did not finish a move lower to test the lows out. And this is critical, because if it did, this would show that the bears were taking the power over, and they're currently not. We're still in a strong uptrend. The 20-day moving average is now curving, which could form a support level to continue this bull rally. I think we still have a shot here. We're still oversold, and we have a very good chance to push into this area before it may or may not run out of steam, but we'll find out once we get there. All right, that's the S&P. Let's check out IWM. That is ticker simply IWM for the Russell. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like what you heard, give me a thumbs up, shoot me a comment, and you know we can have a conversation. IWM closed at 194.65, and we'll zoom in and check out what's recently happened this week. We hit our critical level last week around 200, and the 50-day moving average showed a little bit of resistance, and that's okay, because in a rally, what typically happens is you get to a point where you can start letting off some stocks in order to retain that profit, and that's all right. A little bit of profit taking happened here, because again, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row of a move higher, and we're coming off of the lows. All good. We're going to see how this closes next week. In addition to that, if we go backward, we see we've played in this range before. This sandbox ain't new, ladies and gentlemen. We've been here, chopped back and forth before it moved lower, but now we're back above, and we're going to see if we have the strength to continue next week. That is IWM. Let's now check out the Dow, and we use $DJI. The Dow closed at 33,706.74, and let's look at the performance for this week. Oh, yo, I like this. This is my favorite. This is a doji candle. This doji candle is an indecisive signal. That indecisive signal can be one of two things, all right? In technical analysis, there's always two outcomes, all right? This can be a continuation pattern, or it can be a reversal, but it's all going to depend on that next candle. So if you're timid, just sit back and wait. The market will reveal to you exactly the direction of the price it wants to go. I think this is going to be a continuation signal. We likely will try to get back above this 34,000 area, which is around that 50-day. And once we clear that, it is likely going to come back up to this 35,500 area. I'm looking for the Dow to continue, ladies and gentlemen, and make that close above the 34,000 area. That's the Dow. And lastly, let's hit up the NASDAQ. NASDAQ closed at 13,242.90, and let's zoom in and check out what's happening. This is the one that I liked the most last week, because envision this as a runway. If a plane is taking off, it only has so much room before it finally has to get up there, right? This is the runway. From support to resistance, envision that as a runway. The plane is taking off, all right? Now all of a sudden, it moved backward. But we still have room to take off. If we do not clear this level here, then we have a problem. Until then, I say the bulls still have the advantage. We're oversold, we had nice profit taking, and we still have a chance to move higher. So that's it. the bulls are not done yet. We've had 4 solid weeks in a row, and you have to understand the market can never just go straight up or straight down. Usually you have pauses in a move, and that's totally fine. Now, what happens is if that pause lingers too long, or if we get a big pause, and then we'll get the signals for the price for what it wants to do. I want you to enjoy your weekend. This market stuff is fine. End of the day, if you don't have your health, you have nothing. Make sure you take care of yourself out here. If you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button. I truly appreciate you helping me grow. Share it with a friend, because this is the only place where you're going to get it quick and easy and understand it with simplicity. If you want to learn more about charts, I do have a course for that. Make sure you hit up wingpriest.com. Sign up for my courses. I will show you how to do this so you have the confidence to read any chart in the world. All right, and we'll check you next week. Peace.